Not gonna lie, this video is probably gonna be pretty hard to name because this video feels very confused. What is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we are going to be talking about what I've been playing as of lately, and also random news that I've just kind of had my mind on. So that's kind of what I meant by the intro. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into it. So guys, I have been having a bit of a mental block when it comes to video games. I don't know why. It is that time of the year, it's starting to get sunny, and I kind of want to be outside more often, so I haven't really had it in the brain berry to like play and complete games. But I have been trying. I've been trying my hardest. Right now, I am currently playing The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom because I didn't beat it last year. And I'm also playing Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, which is absolutely amazing. And I am also playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I think I'm like at the halfway point. And I just randomly started playing this really cool game, which is an older game, but it's on the PS5 too, and you can actually buy this right now. It is Valkyrie Profile. Now, this is obviously this is my frame of mind when it comes to gaming. It is all over the place. Like, guys, I'm basically playing a bunch of JRPGs and they're all super different, and that's pretty much what I'm doing just because I'm a psychopath, I guess. But that's basically what's happening. In Paper Mario, I have just now I've gotten the 2nd star, I believe, and I just left, was it Rogue Port? And so I just reached like the 3rd world, which is like a lot bigger. It looks like it has a big area of commerce and stuff like that. So I just got to that point, and just before that, I actually experienced one of the greatest scenes in this game. I mean, I have no idea how they're going to top this, because this was absolutely goated. But essentially what they did is they did like a mafia scene with the Delfino people in this game. The guys from Super Mario Sunshine, and they literally did a mafia scene, like literally the mafia scene, or to be more accurate, the Godfather. Like, you had to help the Godfather go and get his daughter back because his daughter was trying to run away with her lover, and it is like, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil it if you guys haven't reached this point, but it was absolutely amazing, and I love it. I mean, this game is just chock full of so much like life, vitality, and so much, I don't know, it's hard to describe it. This game just feels very alive. And then obviously, I also mentioned that I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I'm also loving too, but it does have some moments that get really frustrating. The last time I played it, I ended up reaching the Corel area, which it sounds wrong to me when they say it like that. I used to always think it was Coral, but the Corel area, and I just reached the gold saucer, and I basically did the majority of the stuff, the initial visit in the gold saucer, and it was a lot of fun. And we finally met Kate Sith and all that, and I love his little accent. Like, he's it is so good. Like, it's almost like an Australian accent or something like that. I might be wrong on that. You guys might have to let me know in the comments. But I love his accent, and honestly, I love the way the game is progressing. And it's kind of interesting because I also just reached like the Corel prison area, and I hated that area in the original Final Fantasy, and I kind of hated it in this one too. I just don't like how it looks. The NPCs were super annoying, and it is just ugly. So I am definitely glad that I got past that area. But yeah, there was some good Queen's Blood matches there. But let me backtrack a little bit. In the Gold Saucer, I got stuck in like one of the first Queen's Blood matches. Like, this guy kept dominating me. It was horrible. Literally, it was like back to back, and I think his name was like the luxury real estate guy or something like that. So to keep losing to a guy like that just really made me angry. It was super annoying. But yeah, we got past all that stuff, and we got to the area where you meet Dine, and get a lot of Barrett's backstory and all that. But I had a mosquito on me. Whew. But yeah, you meet Dine, you get Barrett's backstory and all of that good stuff, and wow, just absolutely amazing. You know, like I've been saying, I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but that was just perfect. It wasn't exactly like the original was, and I was really hoping that they were going to redo that scene, you know, the scene where Barrett's trying to talk to Dine, and Dine just keeps like shooting him, and he's just like shooting him and shooting him and shooting him. Like, I think he starts off by like shooting the sky, and he's shooting the sky, and then he like turns around and starts shooting Barrett, and Barrett's like, come on man, we can talk about this. Yeah, so not necessarily exactly how that was, but this one was definitely just as satisfying. They absolutely killed it, and they did an amazing job on it. Now also, I did mention that I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom again, and I actually couldn't even believe it myself, but when I bought the game, I was super hyped for it. You know, I bought everything that it comes with. I bought the collector's edition game, you know, the big box. I bought the console itself, like I got everything. I got the deluxe Zelda super fan package. And I started playing it, and I kind of just got bored of it and stopped playing it. So yeah, I couldn't even believe that actually happened. But it was actually kind of funny because I saw a lot of people were kind of experiencing the same thing, where they didn't experience the same exact excitement that they did when they got Breath of the Wild. And it's just so weird. So I decided to just delete my save file, and I went back and started doing it again. And now I've been playing it, and you know, it's been a lot of fun too. I'm trying to like play other games while I'm playing this, so it doesn't get, you know, so I don't experience that burnout or something like that. But you know, so far so good. I've also been using the amiibo cards a lot because, you know, you gotta get those costumes. That's the only way that you can get the Link costumes, like, you know, the Twilight Princess one, the Wind Waker one, like all of those different outfits, plus the paraglider skins and all that. That's the way to get them. And on top of that, you also get a bunch of useful items and weapons. Sometimes you get really lucky and you'll get a weapon that doesn't have like the black rot stuff on it, so that's really good. And then at random, out of nowhere, for some unknown reason, I just finally decided to play Valkyrie Profile. Hope I said that right. I bought this game like last year, and it was because it was on sale. It was like $10, and this game, I mean, from what I've heard, it is absolutely amazing. And now that I've played about an hour or two of it, I love it. I mean, oh my god, the game just looks so good. Even in my gigantic 77-inch 4K OLED TV, I mean, yeah, it looks like horribly pixelated, but the pixel artwork is just so good. Like, they absolutely killed it. One thing I wasn't necessarily expecting is like the way that the game plays, especially the first hour of it, is very like story and narrative driven. So I wasn't necessarily expecting that from like a PS1 game, but it goes really hard on that. Like, it builds the world around you and tells you like where you are and what's going on and what's expected of you. Like, I guess you're kind of like an angel of death or something like that, and you're supposed to be helping people, and they're supposed to be joining your ranks, and then you send them to Valhalla. It is mega confusing, but what I love about the game is the fact that it is super complex, and that the story mode is great. And that the story is great, not the story mode, but that the fighting system is super awesome too. Like, it's not very complex, not super difficult. You have basically, of the 4 face buttons, you know, triangle, square, X, and circle, you have one button for each of your characters, and each one of them gets to attack per turn. And then there are some, like the mage user, where she only gets to attack like once every 2 turns or something like that. And then if you land enough blows, you get to do like this really cool special move that sounds amazing and looks really cool. I mean, check this out right here.
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault. Is your fate.
This is exactly what you would call like peak PlayStation 1 dialogue. Like, the voice acting on it is absolutely amazing, and I catch myself often repeating it, you know, saying all the lines and stuff like that. I know it sounds super cheesy, but I just love doing that. I think everyone that is a real gamer loves doing that, right? But yeah, I beat the first dungeon, and as soon as I beat the first dungeon, I got mega confused because I'm like, holy crap, this game is super complex. Like, apparently you need to level up your guys, and before you send them to Valhalla, you need to make sure that they're high enough skill level, plus they have good armament. And I'm like, what does this even mean? I need to walk through. I need to buy a strategy guide for this thing because this is insane. But yeah, I will say this about the game. If you are looking for a new game that's an old game, you know, a PS1 game, this is the perfect one to get because it's still like super cheap. Like, I think it's still like $10 on the PlayStation Store. So mega cheap, and then you get tons of hours of content. So like, it's a no-brainer, really. All right, and then obviously last but not least, we are at the favorite time, or one of our favorite moments of the year, which is the summer. And not just because it gets hot and, you know, we get to wear sleeveless shirts and shorts and stuff like that outside, but also because of the fact that it is Summer Game Fest. Now, Summer Game Fest is literally starting, by the time you guys watch this video, it'll be starting on Friday, I believe. And, you know, we have our Lord and Savior, Jeff Keighley Christ, who is going to be giving us all these stupendous announcements. And, you know, I have really high hopes for what's going to happen when it comes to Sony and Xbox or Microsoft. I really hope that they do some damage. I hope that they give us a lot of games that are coming out this year or maybe Q1 of next year, especially Xbox, because they've been insanely slow and there's been a lot of drama going on in their sector of things. I hope it does happen. I am a little worried because apparently Jeff Keighley put out a tweet that said that this is going to be another, you know, slow year when it comes to releases and trailers and announcements and stuff like that. So we are already starting off like bad. We are starting off bad, but, you know, we're still going to have the hope that they give us something to, you know, sink our teeth into, something to get super excited and addicted about for the next year or so. And also, you know, that we get some like sleeper hits out of nowhere, that we get some day one releases like, hey, this is coming out today, by the way, you can download it right now. Like, I hope that we get some of that stuff. And honestly, I can't even think of like what I want. I don't even know what I would want from them. I mean, off the top of my head, you know, I don't know, Final Fantasy VI Remake, The Legend of Dragoon gets some type of love. Like, what's going on with that whole franchise? Can we do something here? When it comes to Nintendo, I don't know, Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD for the Nintendo Switch 2, maybe? New Nintendo Switch Pro, Max, XL, 23. And then obviously for Xbox, the only thing I can really think of is Perfect Dark, maybe. They dropped the trailer for Perfect Dark like 2 or 3 years ago, and we've heard nothing about it. So I'd like to hear something about it. Ooh, and I almost forgot to mention, but we can't forget about Nintendo and what the heck is going on with Metroid Prime 4 in particular. Can we get some information on that, please? Yeah, honestly, I know a lot of these things that I talked about are probably going to be a big reach, but, you know, I do hope that we get some type of information that tells us anything about these games. And, you know, and then maybe then we'll be able to say that this Summer Game Fest wasn't mid. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it wasn't too confusing. I know I was rambling a lot, and it's just been a lot of stuff going on lately, and I wanted to make a video, but I didn't know what to talk about, so I wanted to talk about everything and nothing. But yeah, we are going to be getting ready for Summer Game Fest, and I am going to be pumping out, as usual, as many videos as possible on the games that I love. Like, obviously I can't cover every single video game that they talk about, but I will talk about the games that I am the most excited about and that I think you guys might like the most, honestly. Alright, and before we go, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this, because we are fast approaching that 3,000 mark. Alright guys, and as always, we will see you on the next video. Peace! I don't know if you guys can see that, but I already got bit by a mosquito. So like I'm ready for winter. I'm ready for winter already. Sick and tired of this nonsense. I hate mosquitoes.